Welcome back, ODHtv, Raising Kanan, Season 4, Episode 2 trailer. Sometimes they throw things in these trailers that may not happen in that very next episode, but we're going to go through it anyway. I'm going to give you my theories and predictions of what I think might possibly happen. I haven't seen the next episode. Remember, these are just theories and predictions. I could be wrong, I could be right.
I'm always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong. But I'm right.
Let's go through it and see what we can find. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Synopsis for Episode 2 reads, Kanan and Raq navigate a new business relationship just as Unique begins to plot his quest for revenge. Meanwhile, Lou considers a new music opportunity. Marvin goes too far on a job for Stefano, and Juke tries to adjust to life in the army.
Know the difference between right and wrong?
You alive because of me.
So this is definitely the conversation they had after meeting with Snaps and Pop when he asked her, do you know the difference between right and wrong? But she says, you alive because of me, definitely refers to when she had to take out D-Wiz because she didn't want Unique to take out Kanan for taking out Buck 20. That was a lot. This next part is Marvin torturing Tremont in what looks like an empty pool somewhere. This is most likely because Tremont went back on his deal with Raq after she took out Cartier for him, and he went around her to the Colombians to make his own deal in Season 3. We have Kanan going into his trunk to retrieve a bag of money to put in the storage unit. Here we have Marvin driving by a location probably for Stefano, but he sees the police. You can see the reflection in the car. Last time we saw Lulu, he was in rehab, so Marvin picks him up, and now he's looking good. He's got B Rilla behind him, his new artist. He's just getting out of jail. He's the guy that they said is raw and volatile, but he's a good rapper, so he's gonna be working with Lou. And I don't think they mentioned raw and volatile for no reason at all, so I'm not sure if anything good is gonna come out of this collab. And here we have Snap and Pop counseling Kanan, letting them know that you can't predict anything in this game except for trouble. This looks like it could be Unique scoping out Kanan's place. Could be right before he breaks in here and knocks this kid down. Let me know in the comments if you think you know who this kid might be and why he's in Kanan's apartment while Kanan's not there.
I don't feel safe in this apartment, Kanan.
So Crystal telling Kanan she doesn't feel safe in this apartment is right after she sees Unique leaving the apartment. And she sees him. She sees his face because he stops in the middle of the street and turns around and looks at her. So what does this mean for Crystal? Because she's seen his face. And Unique was well known around the area and Crystal's from around the way. So it's definitely possible that she recognizes him and he may know that. She also did say she was pregnant with Kanan's baby, but that's not Sean's mother from OG Power. His mother's name is Jarita, so he might take her out.
Unique is alive as hell.
It seems now that Raq knows that Unique is alive, most likely for breaking into Kanan's apartment. Seems a little early for all that to come out, but
The king is back. I think it's time I show my face.
he wants to show his face and let it be known, but I think it's a little early for that too. I'm not sure if that happens in Episode 2 either. And who's this guy? Let me know in the comments. And here we have Unique finding his way back home looking for Panessa and Jerome, but he finds an empty house. Everybody's gone, and I think this is why he punches the wall. Before the season started, I said in another video that Panessa and Jerome were going to be gone. Now, she was living with her mother in Season 3, but we don't know if she fled the state or anything. But I definitely think this happens in Episode 2. So here we have Jukebox and basic training. We definitely know she's getting out probably sometime around Episode 3 or 4, but how she gets out is a question. Is she going to get out because she does something violent to somebody and get a dishonorable discharge? Or is somebody going to do something violent to her? You know, something like SA. She could definitely destroy her mentally and turn her into what we saw in OG Power. Or they could just go the simple route and just kick her out of the military because of her sexual orientation. This was around the 93-94 when they had the don't ask, don't tell policy where you could be gay in the military, but you couldn't do it openly and get kicked out. Now, they were already kicking people out of the military before this policy was there, but they just made a law about it. Here we have Kanan and Jukebox. They jumped out on some kids at the park. This could be part of the information that Kanan was looking for. But look at Juke's face. She looked like she's ready to pop somebody. So I'm curious to find out what made her like this, because this is not who she's been so far. Here's Marvin breaking into somebody's apartment and popping another dude. I don't know if this is for Stefano, because he got him doing all kinds of GTA side missions. But this could be one of the side quests where he goes too far. And he was probably just supposed to rough this guy up, and he might have just taken him out all the way.
Nobody taxing our shit. Not on my watch.
So somebody's trying to muscle in on a Chinese restaurant where they're moving their product through. They probably called Marvin because it looks like they were expecting him the way he opened up the door for him. Clip's too short to figure out why he pulled his weapon out though. And we still have Crystal giving Kanan more advice about how business is about relationships.
I can't go nowhere else.
That would be something worth discussing.
Stefano seems to be the only place Raq can turn to. This is probably after Unique did some damage to their business, and she probably needs him to help her move her product, but he wants a better deal than she gave the Asians.
I want this case closed.
And Captain Baptiste definitely wants the case of Detective Howard's death closed as soon as possible. But I don't think this guy's gonna believe that made-up crime scene where Ronnie and Howard were. But let me know what you think in the comments. What happened to Jukebox in the military? And also, who's that dude standing with Unique in the jewelry spot? I'll be back on that.
Diamonds dancing on my neck, pull up all black. Told you meet me where you at, never call back. It's you a ball like a beauty queen, what you do to me? A heavy heart like a fantasy.